Yo guys, my name is Ludo and I'm a full-time stay-at-home crypto trader and investor, and today we're going to be talking about our next trade. This is the Trade for a Living podcast on Crypto MC. So what did I say yesterday? Well, I'm currently in a trade from a long that I shared with everybody in the Discord. It was almost a little late run, but I managed to get the trade through. So I'm currently in a long, sitting at about $200 worth of profit. And the hope is that this is going to push up to at least 63. Now, to get back to what was said yesterday. Yesterday, we were looking to trade within this area around 62,800. And the hope was that we're going to get ourselves all the way up to 64, which is what the main line was for yesterday. I said 64 is resistance. So we got to 64,400 actually, way higher. And then the market sold off quite, profusely. And I said to you, when we get here, potentially we're going to come sweep these lows because these lows were a little bit too easy to take. So let's get back to that chart then, and let's talk about that. Now, I gave a lot of education on these streams. I try and teach people how to be self-sufficient in the market because it's stressful, especially if you're in leverage and you're in a trade. So what did I say basically yesterday? I explained the market has a way to create these trends. So I'm just going to take away all the support and resistance lines so you can just see that. The market has a way to create these trends, and as it does, it starts stepping up the speed and the momentum. And as the market started selling off yesterday, I explained to you that the market will then always go back to the previous trend to go and look for whether there is support for that, for continuation as such. So the fact that this one played out so beautifully is amazing. So it's like a brilliant example of that. But just because you know this, and this is the hard part, doesn't necessarily always mean you get to be right. I myself, however, managed to get myself stopped out on this trade. I had my stop set, and maybe for a little bit of a drop of concentration there, but I had my stop set right there, and the market literally took my market money off the table, turned and run. And that can happen sometimes. And now the worst thing is, yesterday I said to you guys, get wider stops. We're in the middle of a trading range. Expect the market to do this stuff. And then I go fall victim of that. So don't do what I do what I say. That kind of scenario. So I ended up missing out. Some of the guys in the Discord had nice run. They listened. So when I said the invalidation there, they actually had theirs a little bit lower. Okay, so new setup we're looking at the moment. We're sitting around this area. So the buy is 62,140. It's already went there once. Chances that it's going to go there is high. It could potentially go and chop in this whole area. If we look at our big liquidity entry into the market, we look at this move, you can see it happens around 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. my time. So it's normally always those times when the big moves happen. So for that matter, we're back in that morning scenario where the market kind of quiets down, the European market, and then it builds a position, and then, the US market takes that and runs with it. So I expect something similar to that. So maybe I'm going to be patient with this trade, maybe around 3-4-ish. That's kind of be the expiry date for this trade. Another thing why I went long, and, irrespective of the fact that we're moving down here, is that when we look at this entire move in its entirety, okay, I'm going to zoom out even more just to show you this. The Gann rule I've shared with you guys many times, okay? The amount of times, I maybe need to just scale up the time frame to get in all the candles. And TradingView seems to be lagging a bit. Okay, there we go. The amount of time, let's just move that in there. It takes for a move to form, okay, from low to high. 50% of that is normally then when the retrace happens. So there we were a little bit early, and this was off the back that we were looking at these highs here, and that was the hope now. But we've made a higher high. So, it's currently the right time for this thing to start moving, getting on with business. So that's just why this blue background is there, just to kind of give myself a little bit of an idea. Okay, so to get back to the analysis and to end off yesterday of what we're going to do. If we look at this entire move, and I'm going to scale this to a 4-hour time frame, this is typically where we're at. We've got this channel pattern forming within the market. And what I say to you guys is, when you look at this, and maybe switch to the line so you can clearly see, when you're above it, when you're below it. But when where we're at now, this range here, the market is choppy. So what do I mean by that? If you look at those areas, you get candles that cover the entire bandwidth of that range. Okay. And that means that normally when we're within this range, if you trade, which we are doing now, you just need to give it enough fat around the stop to make sure that you don't get taken out unnecessarily. That's all. So where we're at now, give enough fat, because we've now gone through it. We've now rejected at the upper area. Today's trade is going to be very short term. I just want to try and see if we can get to 63. And then from that point onwards, if the market is kind and we go over to the higher end, I would be happy. Otherwise, we need to start bracing in for lower targets still. So today is kind of like a turning point on trading wise for our. Okay. This afternoon, yesterday I said I was going to do a stream in the afternoon, and then it came to the afternoon. I was looking at the charts and felt like there was nothing really new to say, or with your time. So with this little bit of price action in mind, I'll be doing an afternoon stream. Today, we're going to be looking at our spot crypto. So we'll have a look at like WOJACK. This was the buy zone. It's up. Come on. It's up 84%. It's close to the point where I need to sell half again and have the rest of my position free for the entire bull cycle. Centrifuge is running flat. Do we need to start investing there? You know, those type of things. SUI, look at where SUI is running. You know, buy zones were here. Rebalance was there. Sell if you're over leveraged, and buyback if it goes and makes a higher high. That played out beautifully, and SUI is running with the RSI turning around. So do we need to start taking some profit here? And, you know, those kind of things. So all those will be addressed in this afternoon stream. So yeah, that's it, guys. And if you want to trade with me, it's very simple. Open your own PrimeXBT account, link in the video description. And all that you need to do is fund it with your trading capital. Head over to the Discord. There's a channel right there at the top, navigation channel. And once you've done that now, opened it and funded, you go here and you claim your access to the buddy indicator, the private Discord with everybody else, where all the trade OGs are trading with me, and it's as simple as that. Okay, there you have it, guys. So you have a lovely day, and well, let me do one thing though, and just say hi to you guys, because I've been rambling on about charts, and I haven't said hi to any one of you guys. So let's head over to the comments, and if there's any questions, you can quickly drop it in the comment section before we say goodbye for the day. So let's see. We've got Uncle Mornay here. Hello, Uncle Mornay. We've got the Deer Hunter. Yuto is here as always. SK, hello to you as well, buddy. And Renee, BB, thanks for taking time joining live with me. I'm seeing no questions popping up and nothing on the previous stream. Any alts we can look into long instead of BTC? No. Why would you want to do this? Why? Why would you want to do this, Yuto? Technical analysis rule 101. You go long the strongest performing asset. You go short the weakest performing asset. And if you really want to do things nice, you want to long the strongest against the short, the weakest asset. Meaning, if you go ETH BTC, you want to be shorting it because you're expecting BTC to consistently be stronger than Ethereum. Okay, and example, here's my ETH BTC. There we go. Let's load it there. ETH BTC daily time frame. That's it. Now, there's small coins, guys. I'm going to be saying to you, coins where you can go long on spot like WOJACK and an ad. But if I want to throw $500,000 into the market, I mean, 5 BTCs a nibble on a trade. I normally go up to 20 BTCs a trade. So if you scale that up in trading volume, I cannot put that amount of money in that, even if I want to. I'll be moving the market 3, 4, 5% against me because the order book is thin. So I trade something that's got a thick order book. I can get in and get out with it without any slippage. Remember now, slippage is I want to sell at that specific line, but I ended up getting my order filled there, and it was a stop, and I lose more money. So that's what I want to try and avoid. So go to the biggest thing, and you know what? I can make Bitcoin make more money than anything else because I can leverage my funds. So rather trade one thing well than try and trade an array of other coins, hoping that you're going to get, hoping that you're going to make it. I mean, and that's just my opinion. That's just the way I do it. Everybody has their own way. So why not that? That's the reason. I kind of want to just do something well. And if it's done right, I'll be okay. You know, it's as simple as that. Okay. Do you trade any other markets? Look, I've traded some of the other markets, to be honest with you. Looking at, you know, SP 500 and Dow Jones and TASTA, guys, it's just a risk management tool. So realistically, whatever I teach here and show you here and trade here, and let's see where my trade is currently. It's coming back a little bit. Whatever I'm doing there, it's irrelevant. And the reason I trade prime is every now and then I do get itchy. And it's one of the few exchanges where I can get the bigger crypto pairings and as well BTC pairings, but as well I could trade crude, copper, or anything like that should I want to. But yeah, that's personal preference to each and everybody. Like I said, if you trade one thing well, you probably don't need to trade anything else. Simple. Okay. How's say looking? That's for this afternoon, Edu. Or you could have asked me that question this morning in the market tactics. I'm going to end off the stream here. We're 10 minutes in. Thanks so much for taking the time, guys. You have a lovely day and keep hustling, and I'll be seeing you in the afternoon. Cheers.
I'll keep hustling.
Subscribe now.